Okay, let's go into some ranked games with a random character, and see what I'm going to get today. And it looks like we are playing the Pyromancer. Now, we do start off with Heroic Pot, which means we want to be going for Eggscalibur. 1000%, we want to find a frying pan immediately. But first of all, let's take you, and let's grab everything on sale, and let's roll. And there's no way that we can't get our freaking frying pan super early on, isn't there not? Well, do you want to grab the banana? I'm also going to take you as well, and let's roll one more time, and there we go. That's it. We'll be taking it. We could also go for a Burning Sword pretty fast as well. And yeah, I definitely did say Burning Sword. Now let's sell you with the stone as well. Go ahead and grab this and craft up this Excalibur as fast as freaking possible as well. Although we could go for Shepherd's Crook, which would make us kind of debuff immune from the get-go, but also gives us a little bit more damage on our weapons if we want that. But do we want to go for the Burning Sword with the Excalibur and just stack infinite heats with some chili peppers, and then also get a bunch of damage scaled up with the Burning Blade? If you want to go for Shepherd's Crook, we're going to need a lot of storage, like an insane amount of storage, because it takes up a lot. You know, I don't think I'm going to go for it. I'm still going to take both of these, and I'm going to venture on it. Let's go ahead and craft this up pretty much immediately. We should have a lot of damage between our whetstone on our weapons as well, since our rocket shields with increased block chance as well, which is madness. We're definitely going to use a rock bot, which will give some power. On our next day, it should be able to be used. It gives us crazy amounts of damage and our stamina back as well, and smashing. Not bad at all. Problem is we're going to lose that immediately since we got ourselves our golden frying pan. However, let's grab our storage with the garlic as well. So I'm also thinking about getting rid of our broom as of right now, because we will be taking another one of these, and yeah, I'm going to sell it as mad as it is, because I do want to grab ourselves this piggy bank as well with an extra bit of monies too. And I'm just going to venture on with this. So we should be able to get a decent amount of max life. We should be able to have a lot of damage on this Excalibur, 12 to 13 damage per hit. This damage cost is 0.9. So we could have kept our broom, but I honestly didn't really want to either. And hell yeah. Smash now with no problem at all. Now we could grab ourselves shielded, but investment opportunity here is looking kind of juicy. Since we're going to use up so much buffs with Excalibur, if we stack up loads of mana, we can actually get a crazy amount of max life from this. So yeah, we'll be taking this in a heartbeat. And that's our first chili, which is even more crazy. Genuinely crazy. I'm still going to roll though. We could grab ourselves Draconic Orb. We could also grab ourselves another Whetstone. Draconic Orb is kind of nuts to get early on as well, because it cleanses those spikes early on. It also gives us a bit more heats. But maybe we should save our monies for the next 2 rounds and try to look for as much chili peppers as possible. That and blueberries. Because all we want to be doing is going super speedy, scaling up max life. We do get 2 extra gold per round between our investment opportunity and our piggy bank, which is kind of nice. However, it's not looking too good for us right now, is it? Actually, never mind. All we need is 1 big smack from frying pan. And hell yeah. Actually needed 2 smacks. And speaking of insane, early mana orb is crazy, with a bloody almond as well. I'm also going to grab ourselves another fanny pack, because again, all we want to do is go super speedy. We're going to have our investment opportunity in this position, and let's get moving on. So we got some mana stacking up, which is insane by the way, with a little bit of lifesteal as well as 20 more max life too. So we should have a decent bit of max life, lots of damage on this Excalibur, and we should be able to get some extra heat stacked up, which will make us super more speedy. Problem is, we do need to generate up a lot of mana, which we're about to get there, but our opponent is stunning us like crazy, and we should be able to activate it on our next hit, giving us an absurd amount of max life. Insane amounts of max life. And it's going to be close. Our opponent does heal back to full, and we kind of need to get our mana stacked up again, otherwise we might still lose. Never mind. Big old frying pan smash to the face, and we do win out once again. We could go for chili goobers, but I don't think I really want it. Let's grab our fanny pack, let's roll. So blueberries will take 2. I'm also contemplating grabbing ourselves another freaking piggy bank, but I'm also thinking about taking this bag as well. Yeah, let's take it with our piggy bank too. Let's roll once more, and we could grab ourselves this unidentified amulet, because it could be something amazing potentially, hopefully. We also want to add this in too. But yeah, let's get moving on right now. So we didn't really get ourselves any more chili peppers, but we did get ourselves a ton of value with an extra bit of storage and even more max life and even more monies. So on all, it should be fantastic. Our opponent does slow us down a little bit with a little bit of colds, which isn't ideal either. They're also going to be inflicting some debuffs. And once we get over 10 heat, we should be able to cleanse those debuffs with our chili peppers. And we just need our mana to activate, and hell yeah, give us a huge max life, keep us in it, and allow us to win out. Not a problem. We can also go for Twine Badge, speeding up our Excalibur even faster. It does speed up by another 20% and 20% chance to duplicate the buffs. So that's something we really want. It's a lot of goals. I might not grab it. Hammer of the Wilds is kind of nice actually. We'll take another fanny pack. We'll keep it rolling, and another big old banana, which I kind of do want to grab. The second banana is going to be really, really nice for us. Let's take it, but I also want to grab this storage too. Now, we also really want to speed this up most of all. The question is, do we sell one of our whetstones? I'm thinking very, very strong about going and selling that. Yeah, we sell one with a flame, and we take this for now too. Just so we can add in this banana for now as well. But let's get venturing once again. Now, we are facing a halberd. Looks like they're going for double halberd with the axe as well, which would actually be kind of interesting, especially since they got spinning for dummies too. Because the stamina cost would be a lot lower on their crafted weapons, and they are dealing a lot of damage to us, that's for sure. We just need Excalibur to get our mana, we get a huge max life increase, we get a lot more heat, our spike's going to be doing some chip damage, and they're going to have an insane amount of block as well. But every time our Excalibur pops off with 11 mana, it's going to give us crazy max life, and the faster we get going, the faster we can get this going. It's basically a chili cheese Excalibur without the cheese, which is kind of insane. So opponent is stacking up loads of block, but we're getting loads and loads of max life. And hell yeah, with Fatigue's help, we do win out. And we could also grab the repeater. Repeat starball effects after 12 seconds. If you go in here and have a look at the Pyromancer, we could repeat our Dark Lotus, our Dark Lantern. Would be that great. We could also go for the Frozen Flame, give us a crazy absurd amount of block again. We could also go for this and just go for infinite cold stacking, which could be a lot of fun, especially if we go in turbo heat stacking. Maybe the repeater could be kind of nice. We could also go for the Dragon's Nest, which will give us 6 mana, and then we can repeat it again, giving us even more mana. So that could be another option as well. It is on Silver 4, so it's not terribly bad to actually go ahead and grab it right now. But first of all, let's take the chili pepper. You know what? I'm actually going to grab it, and I'm going to roll. Storage on sale, I'll gladly take as well. And it is another fanny pack. Making me want to sell one flame to go ahead and grab it, which feels crazy, but I think it is going to be worth it. And again, I'm just going to slightly move this over, then place this back in. And right now I'm going to use this to give us a little bit of extra damage as well as a little bit of extra heat, which isn't too fantastic at all really. It's going to trigger after 11 seconds. It's going to give us like 2-3 heats, 1 extra damage on Excalibur. With a second chili pepper in, it's actually going to increase our speed by quite a bit. That's a crazy amount of poison onto us. And we might be in trouble. We do get our max, never mind, we get instantly lit. For sure, our opponent did have a really, really awesome setup with Diamond Feasting. Now the question is, do we want to go for the Dark Lantern? I mean, we could scale up a lot of max life and then reincarnate with a Dark Lantern, which is a lot of fun, or we go for the Frozen Frying Pan. Or we also go for the Blind Stacking Frying Pan. Or the Turbo Heat Stacking, which will be crazy good with the investment opportunity as well. Problem is, we need infinite mana for this. But am I crazy for wanting to go for Dark Lantern Frying Pan? I'm going to take it today. With Repeater, we don't really care too much about it, if I'm being honest. We could grab ourselves a helmet. With the Repeater, that actually could be phenomenal for us, giving us time to scale up our buffs. We gotta make sure that we don't put a Dark Lantern on this, otherwise we turn ourselves into soup. And I kind of wanted to go for Katana with a Chili Pepper or Excalibur type run as well. That will be really, really awesome too. So yeah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it, but I'm also going to reserve the storage as well, and we could grab ourselves, honestly, a little bit more coals for our Repeater also. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to grab our Katana in the next rounds. We got 3 chili peppers, which is even more fantastic. We should be able to scale our heat even more as well. And with the damage reduction, we should be in a much, much better spot. The problem is our opponent is rocking a Daggerang, which will steal our mana, but also inflict a little bit of cold too. And that could be hugely, hugely problematic for us. When we do get some invincibility, we can stack up max life, which we didn't really get to stack up max life. They stole a little bit more of our mana, but we got 20 heat going and we should be able to cleanse all that cold. However, yeah, it's not fast enough just yet. Once we get our own Katana, it's going to be much, much better. And I mean, we could also go for Flame Up. Flame Up would be better because it would stack up more buffs. It also use up more buffs. We can scale up a lot more max life. The only thing is we do need to find ourselves a pineapple. We do get a small bit of spike action with that. But it's also a second mana orb. So I think we grab our storage and we either go for the mana orb or we take the turnip. I think we take the turnip. And do we just sell this repeater? Honestly, it's not even that great for us, right? Yeah, let's sell it. Grab this extra mana orb. Let's actually just slot this in here and do we grab a lump of coal for a little bit of extra heats? I mean, it wouldn't be too bad at the end of the day, would it? Or we just roll looking for our pineapple. Now we could also grab this as well. I might sell our little starved courage right now. And go ahead and craft this up pretty much immediately. It's a darken, which would be fantastic. I kind of want to grab both of these too. And let's get moving on with this. A second mana orb is going to be really, really awesome for us. However, that is a pine protector, which will eat up a lot of our stamina. And we do need a crazy amount of starred mana. So some prismatic orbs is kind of what we're looking for. But we should have scaled up our mana much faster. Give us a huge max life increase. And we are going to be running through stamina like there's no tomorrow. 1,000,000%. We've got tons and tons of heats. We should be able to scale up our mana even faster with double mana orbs in as well. And just keep scaling up our max life. The problem is we have no damage right now. But we do get a lot of spikes. And our tornado can hit through and deal one big massive smash. And with a Dark Lantern, we do survive just a little bit longer. Heal back for quite a bit as well, and we got our heat stacked up. Give us time to actually just win it. Not bad at all. Once you get a helmet crafted up, it should be even better for us. Now the thing is, we could also go for a Power the Moon play, which will give us even more max life stacking. The other option here is Blood Manipulation, which is also crazy good because it will turn our healing into damage. It also gives us Vampirism. But I kind of want to take Power the Moon. And we could grab ourselves Heroic Pot. Well, let's grab this. Amity Feasting. That's crazy insane for us. But we do need to grab ourselves some max stamina, and I do want to grab this bit of storage, so I'm going to sell one flame to go ahead and take it. The problem is, where the hell are we going to fit this flame up in? I mean, it's kind of perfect up, right? It's kind of perfect up top, right? Then the Disman Orb is crazy good in there as well. Amity Feasting we could slot into here as well, which will speed up all our food items even more fantastically. Yeah, all in all, this should be much better as well. We do need to find ourselves one singular pineapple. Once we do get ourselves a pineapple, we should be able to get some spikes, so our flame up can constantly scale up our heat as well. But once this does pop off, it's going to give us 4 spikes, which means 4 activations, which means a little bit of extra max life and even faster heat stacking. But we are taking on a snow stick, which will be slowing us down just a little bit, but never mind. We've infinite heats, we've crazy amounts of max life, and just an absurd amount of mana generation, especially with our Amity Feasting as well. Triggering on our food items, it's going to be really nice for us. And yeah, our game plan is just infinite stacking heat, infinite stacking max life, and stop an opponent from healing just as much and try to negate some of their buffs. But with the Power of the Moon, it also gives us even more max life, which is kind of awesome. Now if we had some corrupted crystals in, we could make Fatigue deal more damage to our opponents. And we're actually stacking up cold onto our opponents more so than anything, because we cleanse it faster than they can cleanse it off themselves. And that gives us the win. Now it is another fanny pack, which we'll gladly take. We're going to roll. And it's a mana orb with a corrupted crystal. We have enough for both. I'm going to take both. This one I'm going to place up in this position for now as well. Now as for this fanny pack, I might just increase our banana's speed for now. Add an extra flame, we place you back in up top as well, and then we move on. So now we're going to be dealing effect damage, or the fatigue damage as well. But can we go up again a Critin Bloodthorn with the Laboratory Bomb? They're going to be exploding and get insane amounts of damage, which could be problematic. But as long as we get our infinite stacking heats, loads of max life stacking, yeah, I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem. Especially now the fatigue is going to be chipping down our opponents at a faster rate as well. So if we could just outspread opponents, it should be no problem at all. Our opponent only has 170 life. We have 1,200 max life at this point in the game. Yeah, this is kind of insane, isn't it? Now we could also go for Sun Armor, which will give us a decent bit of heat from the get-go. Cleanses debuffs, but it also uses their heat as well. Now the next thing is Jin's Lamp will give us some spike action, so we probably do want to grab it. But first of all, let's grab you. Armored Light is absurd, because this could potentially give us even more max life stacking. But I'm also going to sell one flame and I will be taking this. Now we don't exactly need a targeting one of our weapons. We don't really have any block stacking. Not right now at least. So it might be okay just in this spot to try and activate on our Element of Light just a little bit faster as well. So on all, we should have some spike stacking, some extra spike stacking, so we can get more and more heat stacked up even faster. Opponent is going for a flame whip version of it. And if they had this crafted up, they could be inflicting a lot of blind with this as well. But genuinely, look at the heat we're stacking up compared to opponents. Actually, they've stacked up quite a bit as well. What the hell am I talking about? The problem is we have double... Never mind. It is like 10 times the amount of HP your opponent does have. I don't know where I'm coming up with these stats. However, DPS is a little bit low at 40 DPS. Our opponent did have 60 DPS. So a lot more damage than us in terms of heals. We did have 22 heals per second. But 71 max life gains per second. Power to Moon as well as investment opportunity. In terms of block, 39 block from our garlic. But I do think we have the potential to continue on. Now the funny thing is, we could be inflicting a crazy amount of debuffs with the skull badge as well. One slot unique item. Is that something we really want? You know what, I might just grab it for now. Also take this for a bit more stamina. We roll again. We could grab ourselves an island for some scaling damage. But I don't think I necessarily really want that. Okay, should we just go for full fatigue stacking type builds? Honestly, I'd rather just get a bunch of corrupted helmets. So we'll be taking an extra one. Take the next one, I kind of want to sell this and just take this bag instead. Also. But if we do resurrect, we should be able to inflict a lot more debuffs also. So you know, I'm going to be happy rocking on with this. We could also go for Mana Thirst, but I don't necessarily really want it. I did place our Jin's Lamp in up top because it's going to be a little bit of a nicer activator for Mana Orbs as well. Honestly, we should still be able to get all our buffs stacked up from this as well, or all our max life. So it should be phenomenal for us. Still. Our opponent does get invincibility, which does stop us from lifesteal, but we don't have any vampirism at all. So we don't really have any lifesteal right now. But again, we just go infinite max life stacking, we stack up way faster heat than our opponents, and hell yeah. Not bad once again. And we can also go for Phoenix, so we can resurrect again. But I'm not sure if we really do want that. I think I'm just going to roll for now. Grab this storage as well. We can get ourselves a bloody amulet if we want to. We can also try to grab this too, which I don't really care too much about. Honestly, I just want to find some food items, and chili pepper is exactly what I want. A bit of slice of toast could be kind of awesome as well. But let's tell you, toast could be kind of nice because it would give us an infinite amount of regen, which is crazy good with our Amulet Light. So yeah, we're taking that. Into another chili pepper, we can have infinite heat stacking 1000%. However, let's grab a bit of storage. And we do need to craft this up, even though it will be phenomenal in this position as well. So we should be able to get even more regen stacking up, even more max life stacking up as well, because every bit of regen is going to be 3 max life on top. So yeah, once we get this toast crafted up, it should be even better for us. 1000%. But can we beat this double goober type situation? They're going to be stealing our buffs with the dagger ring, so they're going to get some heat as well. They're also just going to scale up their damage too, but we have 1500 max life. And yeah, it's not going to be close. 1000%. We also get ourselves Eggscalibur blueberries as well, so we could go for mana instead of slice of toast, which I don't really want. Let's grab one of these. Lantern Burn, I'm going to leave behind. Demonic Flask, Toad as well. Item uses 10 buffs, heal for 12, so we can get even more heals also, which is kind of phenomenal. The only thing is, it would have to be in this position, which makes this a little bit more worse for us. We could slot it down here, never mind. Honestly, this could be good enough. We could also make you being targeted as well. Blueberries I do want to add in too, but I kind of like what we have on Excalibur at the moment. So we might just slot it down below, in this position. And we continue to roll, and then we roll again. And then we just move on. So, all in all, this should be phenomenal, potentially. Although that is a first dragon with a card goober, they're going to have lots of damage. We could be in trouble because they're going to make us explode pretty fast. However, we do get a max life, we should be able to explode our max life, we do get invincibility, and we do get 60 heat, but our opponent is dealing some big damage, and we barely survive. We actually inflicted a good bit of debuffs as well, but again, infinite luck means just 100% accuracy and 100% crit chance, so the debuffs weren't really too fantastic. However, let's grab you. We could grab ourselves a Jin's Lamp, we could also grab ourselves one Partinger for base stamina regen. We can also go for some fanfares. Fanfares, honestly, at this point, I'm going to take, because it does pineapple. Also this too. So what I want to do is I actually really want to replace one of our chili peppers, which is kind of crazy. We do want to grab ourselves one pineapple. Another set of blueberries is fantastic as well. How about we sell both our piggy banks right now? And we grab this too. It is an amulet steel, which unfortunately isn't the best amulet for us right now. So we could sell it. It does give us a small bit of defenses. We just want to grab this mana guard because we can get ourselves a little bit extra mana from the get-go, which will be kind of nice. But I do think we sell our garlic and our flame to go and grab ourselves one extra set of blueberries. Now we could also grab ourselves a card. So if we stack up a bunch of luck, we can start scaling up in power too. And maybe I do want to grab that also. But let's move on with this for now as well. It shouldn't be too bad, especially with our fanfare in, because this will scale up our mana. It also gives us, well, it also removes our opponent's stamina, so our opponent can't hit us as much either. And we do get invincibility. They also have a lot of blind onto us. And a decent bit of cold as well, slowing us down by quite a bit. But again, we scale up so much max life. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be even close. Especially with the fanfare in, removing their stamina, even more awesome as well. And yeah, it's 3000 HP is nuts. Yeah, it's genuinely nuts. And that is another freaking mana orb. I mean, at this point, I'm not sure where we want to place this. I mean, I do want to take it, and the best we can do is kind of either in this spot or this spot. Which we could definitely do. And then place this around a little bit. We do start off with 6 mana, which is not too bad. We could swap this to here, which we would lose our Toad on our Excalibur, but we would start off with a little bit extra mana for ourselves. We can also slot this down below. We lose our amulets of light targeting our flame up, but we also start off with 10 mana. And starting off with our mana is extremely important. So it might be worth a while actually having this in this spot. And the question is, do we want to grab ourselves another freaking mana orb? I mean, hell yeah. We're going to sell this and a flame, and we could slot it into this spot. The only thing is, Amulet Feasting is really, really nice in here, but we might have to move it down a slot just for now as well. And yeah, let's go moving on. So we should have even faster mana generation. We should be able to start off with 10 mana up the rip, which means our Excalibur should be able to pop off pretty much immediately. And then we just go turbo stacking heat, turbo stacking max life, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem from here. While our little corrupted crystals deal some fatigue damage. Then we just outsurvive opponents with just killing turbo max life and 3500 max life. Yeah, our opponent really can't do anything. Now to do, we do resurrect, and then we can keep scaling up our max life at the same time. Let's grab that carrot, into another carrot, into a broccoli, which will scale up more and more regen. I'll take it for now, but I'm gonna roll. Now that is another prismatic orb, which is making me want to sell every single food item we do have, because we need 2 bananas for stamina, we want turbo heat stacking, so we want chili peppers as much as possible. Pineapple, at least 1, so we can get a bunch of spikes stacked up. Blueberries, nice to get some mana back, but it's not super necessary. So I'm gonna sell this with a carrot and 2 flames here, and I will be taking it. Now I'm gonna slot it down in the worst spot ever down below, but it is going to increase your healing efficiency. It's going to give us a certain amount of mana. I mean, we could place it in up top actually, that might be better for us. And it definitely will be. Now the thing is, we could also grab ourselves another Toad, which will scale up our luck and our mana. But I'm also going to sell 1 flame to roll once more, sell you to go ahead and grab ourselves another set of blueberries. And I am contemplating on putting multiple blueberries down below. But let's roll once more. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be final build. Didn't really expect to be playing a Dark Lantern frying pan type situation, but here we are. Especially with the investment opportunity out, this should be our best position as well. Now, can we deal with this opponent that is rocking a blazing spear with a lightsaber as well? They're going to be trying to inflict a bunch of blind onto us, but again, all we need to do is go super speedy. The on-hit effect on the flame up is going to be a bit dicey for us, but not for Excalibur, it just needs to be on attack. Which scales up our luck, which does start to give us some accuracy as well. And we should be able to just go turbo heat stacking, scaling up our max life. And eventually we should be able to cleanse all these debuffs, which is going to be fantastic. And we're going to slowly get our accuracy back. And we're just going to outpace our opponent, even though they have infinite max life also. But the good news is, we have infinite heat stacking. And with infinite heat stacking, we should be able to activate our freaking prismatic orbs, which does give us a crazy amount of buffs, which will give us more luck as well as regen. Now actually it's back to 100%, which will use up our spikes to give us even more heats, so we get even more max life from our investment opportunity. And it's not looking close at all. Definitely so. 3000 HP, what the hell can it do? A whole lot none. Now in terms of damage, we did ramp it up to 78 DPS. Mostly from fatigue, which is kind of funny. But early on, within the first 10 seconds, yeah, our DPS is terrible. Now in terms of healing, we did have about 70 healing per second. Be it Vampirism, Regen, Chili Peppers, all adding up to doing an insane amount of heals. In terms of max health gain, we had 140 per second health gain. Investment opportunity, crazy good. And in terms of block, 35 big block. But anyways, we did survive 5 lives left. How much rank points are we going to get with this? We got blessed with an Excalibur start, ranking us up to 67. Hell yeah. But anyways, stick around, we're going to jump into surrounding debates and see if we can stack up even more max life. So here we go again. We are going to begin a Doom Cap though with an insane amount of healing reduction. So this could be kind of dicey. But we should be able to scale up a ton of max life. Don't really care too much about heals at the moment. It does kind of suck that we're not going to have any heals, but we scale up so much max life so we can counteract this healing. And we have 3400 max life and still shooting up. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem at all. 4000 HP, hell yeah. Now can we deal with a Torn Blue? Spicy banana type situation, have 60% healing reduction onto us, but again, that's not going to matter too much. Now they do have some fatigue damage to us as well, but I mean our fatigue is going to be hitting every 1.6 seconds. Make them take a lot of fatigue damage, which is kind of nice. One of the best ways to scale fatigue damage is by going turbo heat stacking, and we have 4000 HP, and hell yeah. And finally, can we deal with a Chili Cheese Excalibur? They're going to be stacking up loads of max life with all those cheeses, so we're going to see who's going to be able to outpace who. They do have infinite battle rage with time melting, which means 40% damage reduction as well. And they have reduced our heals and also reduced our maximum health gain as well. And we're still scaling up max life. We've doubled our max health at this point. And yeah, it should be no problem for us, right? 1,000,000%. We have infinite heats and we still got 3500 max life. Not bad.